if you're considering selling your home next year, I've got three common mistakes that I want to make sure that you avoid. Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team at eXp Realty. And the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about changes in the market and how this winter has been a little bit stronger than previous winters based on changes in interest rates and how buyer demand has been. So it's causing more people to consider moving forward the time frame that they had if considering selling next year. But with that in mind, there are three common mistakes that I see all the time when selling your home that I want to make sure that you avoid. Number one is price. Most commonly, overpricing your home. When inventory is relatively low, as it has been the past few years, the tendency is for home sellers to price their homes higher than market value, with the idea that, we need to leave negotiating room in, or because there's not as much inventory on the market, buyers will pretty much pay anything. And that's not true. Buyers won't pay anything. Buyers are still looking for value, and they're going to compare your home to other homes that have recently sold in the area. Not only that, the property still needs to appraise. So assuming that the buyer is using conventional financing, the bank are still going to send an appraiser out to your home, and you're going to have to make sure that it appraises. One of the worst things in the transaction to get involved in is to have a buyer say, okay, this looks good. They make the offer, and then the appraisal comes in low. And now, you're already in the mindset of moving. You've moved on, and you're basing future decisions off that price that you think you're going to get, and the appraisal comes in low. And now you're into a renegotiation. That's something that you don't want to get involved in. So make sure that you price your home correctly from the outset. Number two is emotions. Don't let your emotions interfere with the sale of your home. And man, that is so much easier said than done, I know, especially since most homeowners have been staying in their home longer before selling than we have traditionally seen in the past. It used to be right around 6 years. 6 years was the average length of time that someone stayed in their home before selling. And that held all the way through into the, late to mid early 2000s. Starting in about 2009, that has started to trend upward. And we're now seeing 10 years being more of the common time frame that people are in a home before they decide to sell. Now, the reason that's important is the longer that you've been in your home, the more emotionally attached that you get to it. And those emotions can play havoc when it comes time to sell. So I know it's hard, but as best as you can, you want to try and detach your home or detach your emotions from your home as you're preparing it to sell and negotiating that actual sale. Number three, not properly preparing your home for sale. This is another big one. And then, although you might be really proud of the decor and the paint or anything else that you've done, that doesn't mean that a buyer is going to feel the exact same way or have your same taste or style. It's really important, and I've said this before, and we've done it for years, is that utilize a stager. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't mean bringing in truckloads of furniture and upending your life. But having somebody walk through the home and help you properly prepare it for sale, maybe rearranging some furniture, what you currently have, taking down some pictures, rearranging some decorations. It might involve painting a couple of rooms here and there. Having that done in advance and setting the home up to appeal to as many buyers as possible is going to pay you dividends in the long run. So again, those are the three tips, the three pieces of advice I could give you on common mistakes that we see with people when selling their home. So of course, if you are considering selling or you've got any specific questions, please reach out. I'm more than happy to share my thoughts, ideas, and experiences with you. And at any time, you can reach me at 888-447-9650 or via email at andrew@theandrewsmithteam.com.